Imagine trusting someone completely, only to be brutally attacked by the person you called your own family. That's exactly what happened when 25-year-old Dylan Jacob Skinner turned on his mother. Skinner pleaded no contest to serious family violence charges, but during the courtroom hearing, he tried to shift the blame. He claimed he had been drinking and that a monster inside him took over. The judge immediately shut that down, making it crystal clear that blaming the victim, the very person who had given him a place to stay, would not be tolerated. The courtroom was tense. Every eye was on Skinner as the judge delivered a harsh reality check: actions have consequences, and excuses won't save you. Then came the victim's statement, and it was gut-wrenching. Skinner's mother described the terrifying physical injuries she endured: a broken eye socket, damage to her ear, and a concussion. She spoke with courage and raw emotion, painting a picture of the fear and pain she lived through. Her words left no doubt about the seriousness of the attack and the lasting trauma it caused. In the end, the court handed down a sentence that matched the severity of the crime. Skinner was sentenced to 4 years in prison, a no-contact order was issued, and he was legally barred from owning or possessing any weapons due to his felony conviction. Justice was served, but the scars, both physical and emotional, remain. This case is a stark and chilling reminder that family violence is never acceptable, and betrayal from someone you trust can have devastating consequences. No excuse, no justification, only the reality of the law catching up to those who hurt others.
Is calling 2024 CR 011052 State of Texas versus Dylan Jacob Skinner. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Brian Kimbrough for Mr. Skinner.
And are you Mr. Skinner?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What happened to your face?
Felt good yesterday. The weather was good, so I decided to play basketball.
Mhm.
I got elbowed in the lip. So,
I'm sorry to hear about that. I hope somebody called a foul.
I did.
Okay. All right. So we're here for sentencing.
Correct.
And both parties requested that this be reset so that perhaps your client could prepare a letter, because I think he wanted
I
to.
already have it.
All right. Thank you. And then there was going to be a victim impact. Is that
Correct.
correct? All right. So you entered a plea previously on February 18th of no contest. The court found that there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court found you guilty. Are parties ready to proceed with sentencing?
Yes, sir.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client with regards to sentencing?
I would state that Mr. Skinner is very remorseful for this incident.
Mhm.
I've talked to him about it. He would like to make a statement, and I would like to call him as a witness, Your Honor.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record, please.
Dylan Jacob Skinner.
All right, defense.
Thank you. Dylan, could you make your statement and speak into the microphone and very loud?
I apologize to the court, to my family. I never thought I'd go to for all the things that I've done that I'd probably go to prison for. I never thought it'd be for something like this, and I feel terrible. I'm gonna live every day in that jail cell, prison cell, getting eat up by the fact that I did something messed up. I decided to go to PDC for it, and I love my mom. I never wanted to do that. I apologize.
All right. Anything else, defense?
Nothing.
Anything from the state? All right, so I have a question. So why did you do this? Because part of you're not being back in this situation again is figuring out why you did it.
No work, just I really honestly feel like there was just a monster inside of me. You know, I was drunk too. And all the pent up anger, 'cause I'm really not a violent person.
All right, what were you angry about?
Just not having a job, struggling, living with my mom, 25 years old, you know, just getting out of jail a month prior, struggling too, on top of that, you know, just really just financial struggles. I feel like there's a little bit more that I can't really touch on with words, but the fact that I did that for something that small, I feel like I deserve to do some time.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the fact that you've had a chance to think about what you've done. I don't know why it is. Usually the people who try to help us are the people that we end up hurting the most, right? So you should have been looking at the idea that your mom, even though you're 25 years old, your mom is giving you a place to stay.
That's the thing. I was in that for 5 months, 6 months in Bear County, just thinking, wow, I really took all that for granted. Just
Mhm.
for 3 to 5 minutes, I messed up my whole relationship with my family
Mhm.
over something small and selfish, very selfish.
All right.
So I apologize to the court and I apologize to my mother,
Okay.
and I love her.
Uh, anything else before the court entered sentence?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There's to be no contact with Dusty, Dusty Skinner. Taking consideration 2024 CC 739463. There's a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. There's to be therapeutic community. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just a moment. I'm going to wait till they finish here on the side.
Judge, I'm not talking to you. No, I'm ignoring them.
Okay, thank you.
Just waiting for you to finish, Judge.
All right. All right, did you sign it?
Yeah.
Mr. Skinner?
Yes, ma'am, I signed it.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All
I
right,
do
we,
have a question.
yes,
You said I do not have permission to be in contact with her.
no.
Is that forever?
You'll have to speak to your attorney in regards to that. And what I will tell you, the no contact was a part of your agreement with the state.
Of course.
At some point in time, maybe your mom will want to have contact with you. If she does, and you all can work on your relationship through that, then we'll see. Okay?
Okay.
All right, any other questions? All right, we can go off the record. With regards to the therapeutic community, I have no jurisdiction over that, over the prison. I can't force them to put you in that program, but it'll be in the judgment that I want you to be considered for the therapeutic community. You'll have to ask for it as well. You understand? All right. And here's my other advice. I have no problem with tattoos, but no more face tattoos, okay? Because people will see you, they see the face tattoos and they
You'd
think
be
some sort of way.
distracted too, probably.
Yes. All right. All right. So my understanding, there's a victim impact. All right.
Mr. Skinner, over here, put your back against the counter.
Give you life and you tried to take mine, and I will never be able to have the question of why I answered. You're so selfish. Your dad read me letters that you wrote to him, and you never once asked about me if I was okay after what you did. You said that you love everyone, but you tried to leave your brother and your sister without me. And after you did this to me, I found out that I'm not the only one who hurt, and it makes it a little less difficult to say that I will never forgive you for the things you've done. And you destroyed your relationship with your entire family, and I hope that weight sinks in as I read this. The physical wounds that I have from what you did, the broken eye socket that required surgery, and the damage you did to my ear that took 2 procedures to fix. the severe concussion that affects my memory and the chronic pain that I have in my neck now, that's healing. But the emotional damage is gonna take a long time and not just for me. Despite everything, my heart aches because I am your mom. And I struggle. I hope one day you understand the gravity of what you've done. In your heart, and not just in the words that you so easily say all the time to make everything right. I hope whatever path you take, I can take it to someone other than a monster out out because you have.
Thank you.
Imagine trusting someone completely, only to have the trust shattered in the most horrifying way. That's exactly what happened when 25-year-old Dylan Jacob Skinner attacked his own mother. What was supposed to be a home, a place of safety, became a scene of fear and violence. Skinner pleaded no contest to serious charges of family violence, but in court, he tried to defend himself. He said he had been drinking, he claimed a monster inside him made him act out, but the judge was unyielding. Blaming the very person who had opened her home to him was unacceptable. The courtroom was thick with tension as the judge made it clear that excuses would not erase responsibility. Every word spoken in that room reminded everyone present that actions have consequences, and no one is above the law. The victim, Skinner's own mother, stood before the court with courage and emotion, recounting the horrors she endured. She described the physical injuries, a broken eye socket, damage to her ear, and a concussion, each one a painful reminder of the night that changed her life. But beyond the physical wounds, the emotional scars ran deep. She spoke of betrayal, of fear that lingered long after the attack ended, and of the trust that was forever broken. Her words resonated through the courtroom, leaving no doubt about the severity of the crime and the impact it had on her life. As the hearing continued, the judge addressed Skinner's defense and dismantled every excuse he attempted to use. The court listened as the truth of his actions was laid bare, and the weight of accountability pressed down. The felony charges carried serious consequences, including an affirmative finding of family violence and deadly weapon use. The judge emphasized that these details mattered because they defined the seriousness of the crime and ensured that justice would reflect the severity of what had happened. Skinner was not only being punished for the moment of violence but for the lasting harm he caused. The courtroom was silent as the sentencing details were revealed. 4 years in prison, a strict no-contact order with the victim, and a legal prohibition from owning or possessing any weapons or ammunition. Each sentence carried significance: to protect the victim, to hold Skinner accountable, and to prevent him from causing harm again. The law was making a statement: violence within a family is never acceptable, and those who commit such acts will face the consequences. Throughout the hearing, the mother's statement remained the emotional core of the story. She spoke of her fear, the physical pain she endured, and the emotional toll that followed. She described the nights she couldn't sleep, the constant anxiety, and the sense of betrayal she felt. Her bravery was undeniable. She refused to let the court overlook her suffering and ensured that Skinner, and everyone watching, understood the real cost of his actions. Her words weren't just a recounting of injuries, they were a testament to resilience, survival, and the importance of accountability. The judge took time to explain why each part of the sentence mattered. The prison term was about punishment, the no-contact order was about safety, and the prohibition on weapons was about prevention. These measures were not arbitrary, they were carefully considered to reflect the seriousness of the crime and to protect the victim and the community. The courtroom became a place where justice, responsibility, and consequence were clearly defined, leaving no room for misunderstanding or excuses. By the end of the hearing, the gravity of the situation was clear. Skinner's actions had lasting consequences, and the legal system had ensured that he would be held accountable. The mother, despite the trauma she endured, had her voice heard, her suffering recognized, and her safety protected. This case serves as a chilling reminder that family violence is never acceptable. It demonstrates how trust can be shattered in an instant, how actions can have long-lasting consequences, and how the law exists to protect the vulnerable. Every moment of this courtroom session highlighted the stark reality of domestic violence. From the harsh reality check delivered by the judge to the emotional testimony of the victim, the story shows the profound impact of violence within a family. It is a reminder that excuses will never justify harm, that accountability is essential, and that justice must always seek the truth. The consequences of Skinner's actions are permanent, and the lessons from this case extend far beyond the courtroom walls. For anyone watching, this is a clear warning. Family violence leaves scars that last a lifetime, and those who commit such acts will face the full weight of the law. Trust is precious, and betrayal comes at a cost that can never be ignored.